Hello everyone, I'm Nathan. I'm Leanne's husband from 9 Lives Vintage Vibes. And I was going to do some crafting today. I seen these, they're ghost pumpkins. I seen them, I thought they were pretty neat, but people ask us what we use. So I was going to show you a couple of things that we've made and also make this with you guys if you want to follow along. We use Aves Clayshay for majority of our projects, and then I started using their critter clay also on the outside. So when we make this guy, we'll use the Clayshay for the form of him, and then we'll use the critter clay for his little cloth that goes over him. I saw them, I thought they were neat. All right. And here's some other projects that we've done with the Clayshay, Aves Clayshay. We love Halloween, so we'll start Halloween in July.
Or in May.
Or in May, yep. This little guy here, Leanne likes him. But these are all, the forms that I use, they're all foil balls, and then I just build it from there. And I'll show you how to mix up the Clayshay here in a minute. And here's another one. Some of our stuff's, it's, we get the idea from like, what's her name, Bob? Joanna Parker stuff, yeah. We get ideas from them, but we don't want to pay $400. So we just do it ourselves the best we can. I like mine a little bit more dirty, and Bunny's likes hers more clean. But
no,
these,
Bunny's is me.
Yeah, Bunny's is Leanne. But these are some forms that I done up. These little ghosts, and I'll put little pumpkins on here, and we'll give them away as gifts and stuff. And here's another one I done with got him a little balloon. I need to paint it black, but he's gonna be a little Halloween ghost.
It was just an egg from the Dollar Tree.
Yeah, and with the egg, yeah, that's an egg that I put on the end. And with the AI now, we can put in what we think of to get an idea of what we want it to look like. So I had Chat GPT. I said I want a Halloween claymation cat, so I started making it with the Clayshay, and this is all aluminum foil underneath, and then I start off putting the Clayshay on there and then smoothing it out and everything. The teeth and the eyes and the ears are all the critter clay, and they're all set up. So let's start our little ghost pumpkin. We'll grab our foil here, and when you go to make your form, you don't want to over smash your foil. Just go real easy with it. This might be a little loud. Hang on. We'll get it down there. So we'll get it down there, and I want a long pumpkin when I do it, so we can. What we'll do is we'll be able to see the mouth at the bottom of the jack-o'-lantern, and then the top, when the sheet starts coming down, it'll look like the ghost. We'll put the ghost eyes and stuff in there. So we don't want to over squeeze it. We just do it real light. You can roll it a little bit, and we'll get it. Just smash it down slowly as you go. As if you over smash it, you can't come back from that. So just lightly press here and there. It doesn't have to be too compact. Alright. What, mister? Alright. Hang on, let me tap him on. Get a flat bottom on him. There we go. I just tapped him on something. I didn't want to shake the whole table. Alright. Let me get that rounded in there a little bit. And the Clayshay, Aves Clayshay, it doesn't take long at all for setup. I mean, maybe an hour. I was really surprised. We left it. What were we making?
Pumpkins.
We were yeah, and we left it. We done something, but we were like, oh, we got time. You know, we went and done something else. We might have ate or something. And when we come back, it was a done deal. It was set up. It was it was hard. So, all right, we got our little form made up, just a little oval, and I'm gonna kind of make him like this guy. Yeah, kind of like him. But what we did get from the where did we get these at, Mom? The Dollar General. Yeah, we got us some Lazy Susans, and they are nice. You can just set your project up there and spin him around, and you ain't got to handle him too much. It's really good when you're painting. I like it painting. All right. This is the company that we get our clay from. It's avesstudio.com. And this is their Clayshay here. It's just real soft powder. Now, you can mix it up loose, or you can mix it up a little stiff, more like a clay, instead of the paper mache kind of stuff. But just be careful when you're adding the water. You can always add more. You will either or. You'll have to add more powder if you get too wet. So you add you a little bit and mix it up. We like it thick when we're doing our forms, because it'll get in them creases and grab a hold real good. I did do up some candles. I done more like a schmear with it, so I made it loose, and I used this tool here, and I kind of smeared it up the candles because I needed it to. It was in a paper towel roll, but I needed it to be more rigid. And once it hardened, it was. Yeah, this stuff it's like a rock. Just keep mixing it up. You might have to take some of this, Mom. I made a little bit too much.
Okay.
And I get it mixed up. I try to get this stuff off my fingers, because it's kind of like it reminds you of dough. It wants to hang on to you, but once you get it off, you can work with it a lot easier. So I'll go wash my hands here. Taking your napkins too, Bob. It takes paint really well once it dries. I like to use this sander here. If I need to get any burrs or anything off of it, or smooth anything out, it works really good. You can have less grit, or finer grit, or stiffer, depending on if you want to take off more or less. I also have an orbital sander that it makes fast work of stuff if you need to get down quick certain things. Now when I done this guy's mouth, I let it dry just almost to where it was getting hard, and then I carved it out. Then it made it a little easier when it was starting to set up. I got my tool in there, and I could use it like a knife. All right, I just get a chunk here. And you just work it around him. Work it around. And it spreads good. You can tap it and it'll keep on spreading for you and get down in them cracks good.
Do you want to show this guy in progress?
Yeah, I'll show him here in a minute. Yeah, we'll show him. Got some other projects here. Leanne, she's got them all posted on her. A lot of our pictures posted on her 9 Lives Vintage Vibes on the Instagram. And some people ask what we use, so that's why we're doing this video so everybody knows. And if you want to make along, you know, you can make whatever you want and however you want to make it. You don't have to make it the same way I do. Now, get that all tapped down there how you want him. This ain't it yet. We're gonna be putting some grooves in him. And you can just do them however you want. You can make skinny ones and bigger ones, or you can make it more symmetrical if you want, you know, no, I want one on this side and one every so many inches. Or you can just do it willy-willy. Alright. And pumpkins are lumpy and stuff anyway, so it'll all pan out. Now we got our ridges in there. I'll wet my finger and I'll kind of take the ridge off with my finger to, you know, just show it's indented there. But it's kind of going, you know. Get a little bit more water and kind of take the sharp edge off of it. You want it to kind of taper down into that crevice instead of being real sharp. And then you can pat it and it'll kind of fill in a little bit for you. Take that sharp edge off and then pat it a little bit and it'll come across. Take the sharp edge off. And I don't try to get perfect with anything. I like mine to have all kinds of happy mistakes everywhere. A little bit more here. He was closing up on me. Alright. Now what we'll do, I'll kind of set him down there and squish him down a little bit to get a base on him. You're not going to be able to see the bottom and you won't be able to see the top because we're going to be putting that his little ghost outfit on him. So it'll be fine. But I also like, you can smooth this out really quick. Get you a brush, a wide brush, and get a little water on it. Not too much water, just get the brush damp. And we just take it and you can brush up and that smooths out the Clayshay. And get to the little finer fit. You don't have to use the sandpaper as much. It saved me a little work after learning it.
You can drill in it and then
Oh yeah, you can drill, sand it. That's what Bunny's saying. You can. Well, yeah, I've drilled in it. All these. Well, my little cat right here. I got a tail, so I'm gonna have to drill in the back side, and just hot glue it in there. But yeah, he was the AI come up with that cat, and I was like, that's neat. All right, I think we got our pumpkin. He's a little wonky, but that's how we like him. That's how I like him. So he'll set up it about, I would say, 2 hours, and you could do other stuff with it. I've glued stuff to it, and I've done the critter clay on it already after a couple hours of setup. And like I said, we can come back after about 30, 40 minutes, and we can cut in our mouth if we want to have a mouth, or if we don't want a mouth, we don't have to. But I sanded this one just a little bit because there were some rough edges. All right, and this is the critter clay from Aves. I've not had a problem with it cracking. I don't use that much water though when I use this clay. Pretty much how it is how I leave it. But it's still, when did we get this clay? It's still really workable.
It's been, I don't know, it's maybe been July last year.
July of last year, yeah. It's still workable. But I'm gonna need a little more. What we'll do is we'll make us a little sheet for that. Let me work it here. Oh, and she wanted me, I ain't done with this. I still have to go back and paint. But there was a little bat there also. I done all this with the Clayshay. And then the eyes and the teeth and the nose and the ears are the critter clay. So, and we could do a video together and of making stuff like this. All this stuff we can remake because we gift a lot of it out, and
I don't want to part with all of it.
and Leanne don't want to part with half of it that I make, so we got 40 totes for Halloween. 40 totes.
Okay.
So you got 40 totes for Halloween, 40 totes for Christmas, and then miscellaneous totes is too. Oh goodness.
Lots of options.
Yep. But I just keep flattening it out here. It ain't. If you got you a roller, that'd be nice. I had one somewhere.
It's called a brayer.
A brayer.
You want a brayer?
Leanne told me it's called a brayer.
You want me to go get the brayer?
No, I'm good. I'm getting it. We like to have little mistakes here and there, and it's fine. It's just fine. But yeah, it's still workable. It didn't harden up at all. I've used it for loads of stuff. Because you can get a lot of detail. I mean, you make your base with the Shay, and then you can put a lot of detail into it with the critter clay if you need to get down to closer detail with it. All right, let's look at it here. Oh no, it needs to be bigger, don't it? It needs to be bigger, don't it? Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, let's go bigger. I want it to... I might need that brayer bum. But I don't have anything to roll it on, though. I don't have the surface to roll it on.
I'll get something.
That'll be fine. we'll just play it by ear here. It'll be fine, Bum. Don't worry about it. All right. Well, we got it close. So what we'll do, I guess we'll leave some flaps there. Let's do some flaps. You just get your finger in there, or however you want to do it. You can use a tool if you want to try a tool out. And you can make it look messy. Everything don't have to be right on. I do need to get my glue though. I just use wood glue for stuff. Bunnies will shoot like their E600 or whatever that is. Gorilla Glue. Oh, he's looking good. Getting little pleats in there. Hang on, Bum. I got it. I just need I need my wood glue, if you don't mind.
I'll get it. You can show them this though, so you know. This is a heavier duty one. I think I ordered on Amazon.
All right. Uh-oh. Oh, that's an old piece. Yeah, this is her little rolling pin. The brayer. And I need to... Let me get him up in there. It don't have to be perfect. Nothing's perfect. I think that... I want that to be the back.
That's cute.
Yeah, you like it?
That's cute.
All right. So, we got it about how we want it. I need the snips. Thank you. And this is, I use Type Bond wood glue on a lot of my stuff. It holds. So we'll just get it down in there. And I use it on, well, pretty much anything. All right. If you want to get a couple more pleats in there, go ahead and, where it's folded and folds here, and you can get you, I don't use too much water, but you can get some and kind of rub out anything that you don't like. But I mean, I wouldn't use too much because that will cause any kind of clay to become, you know, susceptible to cracking. Look at him, there he is. All right, now we'll make our eyes and our mouth. Let me see here. There we go. I like to use these for doing the eyes and stuff. I'll get it a little wet. Which side should we make our face on? What side, Bum? You like that side?
Turn it around.
See, that looks more like the side of him there. So it'd either be this or that.
I like that. Yeah, that's good.
This one? Yeah. Okay. So a lot from what I've seen, ghosts, you can do them however you want, but a lot of them, they'll have sad looking eyes. So I figured out concerned eyes. So I figured out you kind of get you a start there. Let me come over here and get me a start going here.
You can drag down to get your concern. Or you can leave them around.
Yeah. Let me get a little bit more water on him. There you go. Once I get it in there, I'll widen him up a little bit. And then you just put one extra dot slightly higher. I'll take and put one extra dot slightly higher. And then round it out a little bit. And then you can have you a mouth if you want one, or if you don't have to have one. I don't know if, yeah, I think I'll do a mouth on this guy. Let me get it. We'll do a mouth. I probably should have kept that smaller. I don't want it the same size as his eye. So I'll kind of rub that back in there. And they'll be painted black, so that'll make them pop out a lot more once we paint it. Alright, and that'll be ready to paint later this evening or tomorrow. Now I like them, I should have set that back a little bit, because I like it when you set it down, it'll kind of look up at you. I should have set him back just a little bit. Yeah, I like it when it sets like that, but he's down. Alright. And what else did, oh, I want to show you we buy a lot of pumpkin pails whenever the season's on, and usually they sell out. Walmart $1.99. Well, last year it was, but usually they sell out immediately because everybody's doing their crafts up. But I made this guy, and he's just a pumpkin pail, but I used the Aves Clayshay, and I didn't have to go real thick, but it's really hard. I mean, you can see I didn't go too thick. There's the pail, and then there's the thickness of the clay. But we like to make our own things. We enjoy it. It gives us something to do, and we can hang out together and enjoy our things too. And they're cheap gifts. I mean, if people like getting handmade gifts.
Nobody else has one.
Nope, no one else has it in the whole world.
Nope.
But I just wanted to show you how we made them little ghost pumpkins, and I'd like to do more videos if anybody else wants to see them of our other pumpkins, and probably closer to Halloween, because that's what we love to do. And closer to Halloween, I mean maybe July.
You can show my bunny.
Oh yeah, all right.
Make
I'll show.
bunny.
Leanne, she just made this bunny for Easter. Hang on, let me. And he is. I'm sure she'll have pictures of him on her Instagram, so you'll be able to see him a lot better.
You showed your kitty.
Yeah, I showed him the kitty and everything.
Anything else you want to show over there?
Nope, I mean, I pretty much showed him how to do the little pumpkin guy. We'll let that dry.
If anybody has questions or requests
Oh.
on how to make stuff.
I forgot to do the stem on him. We forgot the stem, guys. Just get you a little bit of critter clay. And make it look wonky or however you want. It's a pumpkin stem.
You want to show this pumpkin stem too in case they want
Yeah, I can show them that one.
Because they want a cute
I was doing some
twisters.
whimsical pumpkins. But yeah, I got a little too much on him. Just and you can use a slip or whatever if you want to use that. That's when you take a little bit of your clay and wet it down enough to make it kind of like a glue for you. And you can blend stuff together. But usually this this wood glue holds stuff down pretty good. There we go. Yep. All right, yep. So that's what we use. We use Aves Clayshay, Aves critter clay. I mean, we haven't had, when did we start using it? 2023 or 22? 23?
Maybe 23. I'll have to look at my
She found it. We'll have to show you a picture of the witches we done, and that lady was using it, and that's when we started to use it. It was a what were they? They were witches made out of
a milk jug.
milk jugs. Yeah.
We screwed it into.
But it reminded me of like the Wicked Witch from Wizard of Oz, or maybe like the traditional bestial witches on the cutouts, the die. Yeah, the beastals.
Beastals or bistals, I don't know.
Yeah. But that's what it reminded me of. But hopefully we can do some more videos if you guys like this and want to craft with us. You're more than welcome to. And I'm sure Leanne will want to do some more videos for everybody. She has friends that like this stuff too.
We're going to start up a YouTube channel.
Oh, yeah. Leanne would like to start up a YouTube channel also.
So we're not sure where they're watching this right now. Watching it on YouTube by the time they watch it.
All right. But anyway, thank you, everybody. We'll talk to you later.